Dear students, today we will see problems from exercise 2.2 from chapter Trigonometry 1. We have solved question 1 to 13 in our previous lecture. Now question 14 and 15 are remain. First we will see the question 14. What is that? Find value of, and here function is given sine 19 pi divided by 3 radians. Okay, now first we will convert this radians angle into degree, and we know that 1 radian is equivalent to 180 divided by pi. Okay, now this 19 pi divided by 3, if I multiply it by 180 by pi, then this will be the angle of 1140 degree. Okay, for my convenience in the solution I will write this sine 19 pi divided by 3 radians means sine 1140 degree. Now we know that 3 times 360 degree means 1080 degree. We have seen this in our previous lecture. Now this can be written as sine 1140 degree means 1080 degree plus 60 degree. Okay. Now see in your plane coordinate system, if there is one complete rotation, angle of 360 degrees form. There are 3 rotations here. This is second rotation 720. This is third rotation means 1080 degree. And after third rotation there is angle 60 degree means angle will be somewhere here. Okay. Now see here this angle of 60 degree, and if this is point A, this is B, then angle of 60 degree, these two angles 60 degree and 1140 degree, these angles are coterminal angles, therefore their trigonometric functions are same, means this sine 1140 degree is nothing but sine 60 degree. And now as this angle is given in radians, I will write this 60 degree into radians, that is pi by 3 radians. Now what is the value of sine 60? That is nothing but root 3 by 2. Therefore value of sine 19 pi by 3 radians is equal to root 3 by 2. Okay. Since these angles sine 19 pi by 3 and sine pi by 3, that is angle of 1140 degree and 60 degree are coterminal, therefore their trigonometric functions have same values. If angles are coterminal, their trigonometric functions are same. Okay, let's see the next. What is the next problem? Find the value of cos 1140 degree. Again in the solution this can be written as, here angle is given already in degree. Again as we have seen in your previous problem, this is 1080 plus 60 degree. Okay, means this is 3 times 360 degree plus 60 degree. Again see in your plane coordinate system, take 3 rotations, 1, 2, 3 rotations and 60 degree. And if there are 3 complete rotation and 60 degree, then this angle of 1140 degree and angle of 60 degree, these are coterminal angles and have same trigonometric functions, mean this is nothing but cos 60 degree. And what is the value of cos 60 degree? Half. Therefore value of cos 1140 degree will be simply half. Okay, let's see the next problem. The third problem is find value of cot 25 pi divided by 3 radians. Now first you convert this 25 pi divided by 3 into degree. This will be, you multiply 25 pi by 3 into 180 by pi. This will get cancelled and this is nothing but 1500. Okay, this is 1500 degree. Now we know that 360 into 4 means 0, 4, and this will be 40. Means this can be written as 1440 plus 60 degree. Okay, and what is this? This is nothing but 4 times 360 degree plus 60 degree. Means if we draw the plane coordinate system, means we have to rotate 4 complete rotations. First rotation, second rotation, third rotation, fourth rotation and 60 degree. Fourth rotation and 60 degree means angle of 60 degree and 1440 degree are coterminal angles. Therefore, their trigonometric values will be same. Therefore, this is equal to cot 60 degree. Again, here angle is given in radians. Therefore, you write down angle in radians, that is pi by 3 radians. Then what is the value of cot 60 degree from your table? We know that tan 60 is root 3 and cot is reciprocal of tan. Therefore, value of cot 60 degree will be 1 upon root 3. In this way, if you know the property of coterminal angles, then it is very easy to find the value of any trigonometric functions of any angle. Okay, let's see the next problem. Question 15 is prove the following identities. Let's see the first. In the bracket 1 plus tan square a plus in the second bracket 1 plus 1 upon tan square a is equal to 1 upon sin square a minus sin raised to 4a. In such type of problems, we have to take the left hand side and show that it is equal to right hand side. Now what is left hand side in the solution? You write down a left hand side, that is 1 plus tan square a plus in the bracket 1 plus 1 upon tan square a. Now keep first term as it is, and for the second term take LCM tan square a, and this will be tan square a plus 1. Okay. Now you know the identity which we have studied in our previous lecture. 1 plus tan square a is sec square a. Okay. We will keep value of 1 plus tan square a sec square a in this equation. Therefore, you write down 1 plus tan square a sec square a here in the numerator sec square a, and 1 upon tan square a means cot square a, because cot is reciprocal of tan. For this step you write down since these 1 plus tan square a is equal to sec square a and 1 upon tan square a is equal to cot square a. Therefore, in the product of sec square a I will write cot square a. Okay. Now again we know that sec is reciprocal of cos. Therefore, you write down this is 1 upon cos square a plus sec square a means 1 upon cos square a, and cot means cos divided by sin, and here is cot square a. Therefore, this is cos square a divided by sin square a. Now this cos square a and cos square a will get cancelled, and this will be simply 1 upon cos square a plus 1 upon sin square a. Now you take LCM, this will be cos square a sin square a, and this will be in the numerator sin square a plus cos square a. Now we know our first identity, sin square a plus cos square a, it will be 1. Therefore, you write down in the numerator 1 and denominator as it is sin square a. And see here in the right hand side there is only sin. This term does not contain cos. Therefore, for this cos a, I will keep the value from first identity value of cos square a 1 minus sin square a. In the numerator for the sin square a cos square a, I will keep the value 1, and in the denominator for cos square a, you keep cos square is equal to 1 minus sin square a. Okay. Then open this bracket. This will be 1 upon sin square a minus sin 4a, and this is nothing but your right hand side. Okay. In this way we have shown left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore, in the last step you write down 1 plus tan square a plus in the bracket 1 upon tan square a is equal to 1 upon sin square a minus sin raised to 4a. In such type of problems, you have to only prove left hand side equal to right hand side using properties of trigonometry and relation of trigonometric functions in between them. Okay. Let's see the second problem. What is it? Prove the following identity. In that, in one bracket, there is cos square a minus 1. In the second bracket, cot square a plus 1 is equal to minus 1. In the similar way, as we have proved in first problem, take left hand side, write down this cos square a minus 1, and in the second bracket cot square a plus 1. Okay. Now we will use our identities. First identity, sin square a plus cos square a is equal to 1. Therefore, value of cos square a minus 1. Take minus 1 to this side and transfer this sin square a to the right hand side. Then value of cos square a minus 1 will be minus sin square a. Now for this first bracket cos square a minus 1, we will keep value minus sin square a, and for the second bracket cot square a plus 1, I will keep the value cosec square a. Now what is this cosec square a? This is a reciprocal of sine. Therefore for cosec square a, I will keep 1 upon sine square a. And this sine square a will get cancelled, and this will be is equal to right hand side. Therefore, you write down in the bracket cos square a minus 1 in the second bracket cot square a plus 1 is equal to minus 1. In this way, it is very simple if you know the properties. Okay, let's see the next problem. Now, third problem is sin theta plus sec theta bracket square plus cos theta plus cosec theta bracket square is equal to 1 plus cosec theta sec theta square. Again, you take the left hand side in the solution. This is sin theta plus sec theta, and this is cos theta plus cosec theta. Take the square, then this will be sin square theta plus 2 times sin theta sec theta plus sec square theta. Now expand the second bracket. This will be cos square theta plus 2 times cos theta into cosec theta plus cosec square theta. Now take these two together in one bracket. This will be sin square theta plus cos square theta. Now from these two terms, I will take 2 common, and what remains in the bracket? Sin theta sec theta plus cos theta cosec theta, and I will keep the remaining two terms together. This will be sec square theta plus cosec square theta. I am only rearranging terms here, taking sin square theta and cos square theta together, these two terms together, and these remaining two terms in one of the bracket. Okay, now we will simplify this. Now we know that from first identity sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1, therefore keep the value of this first bracket 1. Now keep these two as it is, and in the bracket you write down sin theta as it is, and sec theta means 1 upon cos theta. Therefore, this will be sin theta divided by cos theta. Keep cos theta as it is, and cosec theta means 1 upon sin theta. Therefore, this will be cos theta divided by sin theta. Now, in the second bracket also, sec square theta means 1 upon cos square theta, and this cosec square theta means 1 upon sin square theta, because these are reciprocals of cos and sin respectively. Okay, now we will simplify this. Keep 1 as it is, and here take the LCM. This will be cos theta sin theta. Take the cross multiplication. This will be sin square theta plus cos square theta. Again here take the LCM. That will be cos square theta sin square theta, and cross multiplication sin square theta plus cos square theta. Now what will be this? 1 plus 2. This is first identity, sin square theta plus cos square theta. Therefore keep its value 1. This will be cos theta into sin theta plus, again this will be 1 upon cos square theta sin square theta. Okay. Now we will take reciprocal of this. 1 upon cos theta means sec theta, and 1 upon sin theta means cosec theta. You write down this. Plus, here what is this? 1 upon cos square theta means sec square theta, and 1 upon sin square theta means cosec square theta. Okay. Now what is this? This is nothing but expansion of 1 plus cosec theta into sec theta. See, this is expansion of 1 plus cosec theta sec theta bracket square. See, first term square, 1 square, that is 1, 2 times first term into second term plus second term square. This is equal to right hand side. Okay, in this way you write down, therefore in the last step, sin theta plus sec theta bracket square plus cos theta plus cosec theta bracket square is equal to 1 plus cosec theta into sec theta bracket square. In this way, we have proved left hand side equal to right hand side. Okay, let's see the next problem. Fourth problem is in the bracket 1 plus cot theta minus cosec theta, and in the second bracket 1 plus tan theta plus sec theta is equal to 2. Okay. Again you take the left hand side in the solution. In all these problems we have to prove left hand side equal to right hand side. Okay. Then write down left hand side as it is. Now I will convert all these functions in terms of sine and cos. See, cot means cos theta divided by sine theta. Cosec theta means 1 upon sine theta. Similarly, in the second bracket, tan theta means sine theta divided by cos theta. And sec theta means 1 upon cos theta. Now take the LCM. LCM for the first bracket is sine theta. Then this will be sine theta plus cos theta minus 1. For the second bracket, LCM will be cos theta. Then this will be cos theta plus sine theta plus 1. Now see what is this? See here, these terms. This is sine theta plus cos theta. Here is also sine theta plus cos theta. And plus 1 minus 1. Means if there are functions like this, a plus b, a minus b, then you write a square minus b square. We will use this property. Now what is a here? Here a is nothing but sine theta plus cos theta. Therefore it's square. And what is b? B is 1. Okay, 1 square. And in the denominator, here will be sine theta into cos theta. See, if there is a plus b, a minus b, you can write a square minus b square. Here a is sine theta plus cos theta here. And b is what? 1. Therefore, we are writing sine theta plus cos theta bracket square minus 1 square. Okay. Now, we will expand this. Then this will be sine square theta plus 2 sine theta cos theta plus cos square theta minus 1 divided by sine theta cos theta. Again you use the property here, sine square theta plus cos square theta. Addition of these two will be 1. Therefore you write down 1. Then this 2 sine theta cos theta as it is, and this minus 1 as it is. Okay. This will be sine theta divided by cos theta. Now this plus 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled and only remains 2 sine theta cos theta divided by this sine theta cos theta, and this is equal to 2. Sine theta cos theta will get cancelled. Okay. In this way we have proved left hand side equal to right hand side. Okay. Therefore you write down the problem as it is. Therefore 1 plus cot theta minus cosec theta, in the second bracket 1 plus tan theta plus sec theta is equal to 2. In this way, if you know the properties of trigonometric functions or some previous formulae, then it is very easy to solve or to prove any identity. Okay, let's see the next problem. Tan cube theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta plus cot cube theta divided by 1 plus cot square theta is equal to sec theta into cosec theta minus 2 sin theta cos theta. Again you take the left hand side. Here write down solution. Left hand side, tan cube theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta plus cot cube theta divided by 1 plus cot square theta. Okay. Here we will use the identity. We know that 1 plus tan square theta means sec square theta and 1 plus cot square theta means cosec square theta. We will use these two identities. Here in the solution you keep tan cube theta as it is, and value of 1 plus tan square theta will be sec square theta. Keep cot cube theta as it is, and value of 1 plus cot square theta cosec square theta. Okay. We know that tan theta means sin theta divided by cos theta. Therefore tan cube theta will be sin cube theta divided by cos cube theta. And we again know that 1 upon sec theta means cos theta. Here 1 upon sec square theta. This will be cos square theta. Now again, cot means cos divided by sin. Cot cube theta means cos cube theta divided by sin cube theta. And cosec theta, 1 upon cosec theta means sin theta. And its square means here sin square theta. Now we will simplify this. Here remains sine cube theta, and cos square theta will get cos cancel with this cos square theta, and here only remains cos theta. Here sine square theta gets cancelled with this sine square theta, here only remains sine theta, and in the numerator cos cube theta. Now you take the LCM. This will be sine theta into cos theta. Take the cross multiplication. This will be sine 4 theta plus cos 4 theta. Now to simplify this, we will use the property which we have studied in your earlier standards. See here, you know the expansion of a plus b bracket square. What is its expansion? Its expansion is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay. Now in this equation, instead of a, if I keep a square, and instead of b, if I keep b square, then this equation will get transferred to a square plus b square, its square. This will be a square and its square. Okay. 2 times a square b square plus b square its square. In this equation I am only keeping, instead of a square, and instead of b square. Then this equation get transferred to this. Okay. Now what will be this? This equation can also be written as a square plus b square is equal to c, a plus b bracket square minus 2ab. I am transferring 2ab to this side. Then this will be a square plus b square is equal to a plus b bracket square minus 2ab. Okay. Now what will be this? This will be a raised to 4 plus 2 a square b square plus b raised to 4. Okay. A square plus b square as it is. Now what will be this? If I keep a raised to 4 plus b raised to 4 to this side, and if I transfer this term to left hand side, then this will be minus 2 a square b square. Okay. Means instead of a raised to 4 plus b raised to 4, I can write in the bracket a square plus b square bracket square minus 2a square b square. Now in this equation, if I keep the value of a sine theta and value of b cos theta, then what happens? How this equation transfers? This equation becomes, see here, sine 4 theta plus cos 4 theta is equal to, here, sine square theta plus cos square theta bracket square minus 2 sine square theta cos square theta. Means I am using this formula for keeping this value of sine 4 theta cos 4 theta. Okay. Now for this sine 4 theta plus cos 4 theta, I can write sine square theta plus cos square theta bracket square minus 2 sine square theta cos square theta. Okay. Here you write down, this will be sine square theta plus cos square theta bracket square minus 2 sine square theta cos square theta divided by this sine theta cos theta. You write down here, since a raised to 4 plus b raised to 4 is nothing but a square plus b square bracket square minus 2a square b square. Okay. Now what is value of sine square plus cos square theta? That is 1. Therefore you keep the value 1. Sine square theta plus cos square theta 1, and its square means 1, minus 2 sine theta cos theta square. Okay. Divided by this sine theta cos theta. Now you divide separately by this sine theta cos theta. Then this will be 1 upon sine theta cos theta minus 2 sine square theta cos square theta divided by sine theta cos theta. And after simplification, this will be 1 upon sine theta cos theta means this will be sec theta. 1 upon cos theta means sec theta. 1 upon sine theta means cosec theta minus 2. 1 of the sine theta and cos theta will get cancelled, and here remains only 2 sine theta cos theta. And this is nothing but your right hand side. Okay. In this way, you have proved left hand side equal to right hand side. Our identity is proved. Here we have used these two identities. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta, and 1 plus cot square theta is equal to sec square theta. And also we have used this formula which we have learned in our previous standard. Let's see the next problem. We have to prove 1 upon sec theta plus tan theta minus 1 upon cos theta is equal to 1 upon cos theta minus 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta. We have to prove this equation means we have to prove actually take this minus 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta to the left hand side and take this 1 upon cos theta to the right hand side. Then this equation becomes 1 upon sec theta plus tan theta plus 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta, and if I transfer this minus 1 upon cos theta to the right hand side, then this 1 upon cos theta plus 1 upon cos theta will be 2 times 1 upon cos theta. We have to prove this means we have to actually prove this. Okay, now take left hand side of this equation. This will be 1 upon sec theta plus tan theta plus 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta. Okay, now I will take LCM here. If I take LCM, then what will be this? In the denominator, this will be sec theta plus tan theta in the one of the bracket, and in the second bracket sec theta minus tan theta. Now take the cross multiplication. This will be sec theta minus tan theta plus sec theta plus tan theta. Now what is this? This plus tan theta and minus tan theta will get cancelled, and in the numerator there remains 2 times sec theta. Now what is in the denominator? This is sec theta plus tan theta, one of the bracket, in the second bracket sec theta minus tan theta. And again we know that if there are functions a plus b and a minus b, then you can write a square minus b square. We will use this formula. Here a is sec theta and b is tan theta. Therefore this is nothing but sec square theta minus tan square theta. Okay, and again we know one of the property that 1 plus tan square theta means sec square theta. If I take this tan to the right hand side, then value of sec square theta minus tan square theta will be 1. You will keep value of sec square theta minus tan square theta 1. Okay, then this is simply 2 sec theta. Now sec theta is reciprocal of cos theta, therefore is nothing but 2 divided by cos theta, and this is equal to right hand side. In this way you have proved this left hand side equal to right hand side. We have to prove this means we have to prove this, and I have taken here left hand side and prove this is equal to right hand side. Okay, let's see the next problem. Sin theta divided by 1 plus cos theta plus 1 plus cos theta divided by sin theta is equal to 2 cosec theta. In the solution, you take left hand side, write down that as it is. Now, I will take LCM. LCM will be in one of the bracket 1 plus cos theta into sin theta. Now, you take the cross multiplication. This will be sin square theta, and here 1 plus cos theta in the bracket and its square. Now I will expand this. This will be sin square theta, and expansion of this bracket 1 plus 2 times cos theta plus cos square theta. Write down denominator as it is. Now from using our first identity, sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. You take these two terms together, sin square theta plus cos square theta will be 1. That 1 and this 1 becomes 2. Therefore this will be 2 plus 2 cos theta. Okay, divided by 1 plus cos theta into sin theta. How these 2 comes? This sin square theta plus cos square theta 1, that 1 plus this 1, that will be 2. Therefore I am writing here 2 plus 2 cos theta. Okay, now take 2 common. In the bracket it remains 1 plus cos theta, and in the denominator 1 plus cos theta into sin theta. Now this 1 plus cos theta will get cancelled, and here remains 2 divided by sin theta. Now keep 2 as it is, and 1 upon sin theta means cosec theta, and this is equal to right hand side. In this way we have proved left hand side equal to right hand side. Therefore you write down sin theta divided by 1 plus cos theta plus 1 plus cos theta divided by sin theta is equal to 2 cosec theta. Okay, now see the next problem. Now we have to prove tan theta divided by sec theta minus 1 is equal to sec theta plus 1 divided by tan theta. To prove, see, and here next problem is cot theta divided by cosec theta minus 1 and cosec theta plus 1 divided by cot theta. These two problems are quite similar. Therefore I am solving these two on the same page. To prove such type of problems, we will use the identity right in the solution. Which identity contains tan and sec? The second identity, that is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. Now from this identity, I keep this tan square theta to one of the side and I will transfer this 1 to the right hand side. Now this becomes tan square theta is equal to sec square theta minus 1. Now I can write this tan square theta, tan theta into tan theta, and factorize this. This is nothing but sec theta plus 1 and sec theta minus 1. We know if there are in the bracket a plus b, a minus b, then that will be a square minus b square. Here a is sec theta, b is 1. Therefore, factors of equation are sec theta plus 1 and sec theta minus 1. Now here I will keep tan theta as it is. And see in the equation what is in the denominator? Sec theta minus 1. Therefore I will transfer this sec theta to the left hand side and it goes in the denominator. Now keep this sec theta plus 1 as it is and transfer one of the tan theta to the right hand side. And in this way it is very simple. We have proved the equation. Okay. Now in the similar way we will prove this. Again we know one of the property containing cot and cosec, that is 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. Again you keep cot square theta to one of the side and transfer this 1 to the right hand side. This becomes cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta minus 1. Then this cot square theta means cot theta into cot theta, and this will be in one of the bracket cosec theta plus 1 and in the second bracket cosec theta minus 1. Here we are using our formula which we have learned in our previous class. A square minus b square means a plus b, a minus b. We are using this formula in both these problems. Okay. Now keep this cot theta as it is. Here in the numerator there is cosec theta plus 1. Therefore I will keep this cosec theta plus 1 as it is. Now this transfer this cosec theta minus 1 to the left hand side. It goes in the denominator. And here transfer one of the cot theta to the right hand side. In this way we have proved the given identity. In this way, if you know this formula, then it is very easy to prove the such type of problems. Okay, isn't it easy? Are you enjoying the trigonometry? Okay, let's see the next problem. Sec a plus cos a. In the second bracket, sec a minus cos a is equal to tan square a plus sin square a. Again it is very simple. You write down in the solution left hand side, that will be sec a plus cos a, and second bracket sec a minus cos a. Okay. Now sec a means it is reciprocal of cos a. Therefore you write down 1 upon cos a and this cos a as it is. For the second bracket again 1 upon cos a minus cos a. Okay. Now you take the LCM. This is cos a and this is 1 plus cos square a. And in the second bracket it is 1 minus cos square a divided by cos a. Now what is this? In one of the bracket it is 1 plus cos square a and in the second bracket it is 1 minus cos square a divided by cos square a. Okay. Now keep this 1 plus cos square a as it is, and 1 minus cos square a means what? That is sin square a, and keep this cos square a as it is. We have used our property, that is first identity, sin square a plus cos square a is equal to 1, and from this identity we have kept the value of 1 minus cos square a as sin square a in this equation. Okay. Now you open the bracket. Here this is sin square a plus sin square a cos square a divided by cos square a. Now you divide separately by cos square a. This is sin square a divided by cos square a, and if I divide this by cos square a, then cos square a will get cancelled and here remains only sin square a. And after simplification this will be sin square a divided by cos square a means tan square a, and keep this sin square a as it is, and this is equal to your right hand side. In this way we have proved the given identity. Therefore you write down. Okay, in this way it is very easy. If you know one of the few formulae or few identities of trigonometry, then it is very easy to prove such type of trigonometric identities. Okay, let's see the next problem. What is the next problem? See, 1 plus 3 cosec square theta into cot square theta plus cot raised to 6 theta is equal to cosec raised to 6 theta. Here you write down in the solution left hand side as it is, that is 1 plus 3 cosec square theta into cot square theta plus cot raised to 6 theta. Okay, here I will convert all these functions in terms of sine and cos. Now 1 upon cosec square theta means 1 upon sine square theta. Cot is cos divided by sine, therefore it will be cos square theta divided by sine square theta. Cos raised to 6 theta divided by sine raised to 6 theta. Now you take the LCM here. What is the highest power of sine theta here? Sine raised to 6. You take that, sine raised to 6 theta. And this will be 1 into sine raised to 6 theta means sine raised to 6 theta plus 3. Here is sine raised to 4 theta. Therefore, here will be simply sine square theta. And this cos square theta as it is plus cos raised to 6 theta. Now take these two terms together. Sine raised to 6 theta plus cos raised to 6 theta. Take these two in one of the bracket and write down the remaining terms as it is. Plus 3 sine square theta cos square theta divided by sine raised to 6 theta. Now this can be written as sine raised to 6 theta can be written as sine square theta and its cube. This can be written as cos square theta and its cube. Sine square theta raised to 3 means this is sine raised to 6 theta and this is cos raised to 6 theta. I am only rearranging term here, sine square theta cos square theta divided by this sine raised to 6 theta. Okay, here I will use one of the formula which you have learned in your previous class. Okay, what is that formula? We know that a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b bracket cube minus 3ab into a plus b, which we have learned in our previous class. We will use this formula. In this formula, I will put value of a sine square theta and value of b cos square theta. Okay. See here, a cube plus b cube. A is what? Sine square theta. B is what? Cos square theta. Okay. Now, instead of this a cube plus b cube, I can write a plus b bracket cube minus 3ab into a plus b. What is a here? A is sine square theta and b is cos square theta. Therefore, this becomes a plus b bracket cube, that is sine square theta plus cos square theta bracket cube minus 3. AB means what? Sine square theta into cos square theta, and in the bracket a plus b means sine square theta plus cos square theta. Okay, this is expansion of this bracket I have transferred like this. Now keep the remaining function as it is, 3 sine square theta cos square theta as it is. Okay, now divided by sine raised to 6 theta. Okay, now using our first property, this sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1 means 1 cube minus 3 sine square theta cos square theta. Then again value of sine square theta plus cos square theta 1, and this is plus 3 sine square theta cos square theta divided by sine raised to 6 theta. Now what is this? This is 1. This is minus 3 times sine square theta cos square theta into 1 means minus 3 sine square theta cos square theta, and this is plus 3 sine square cos square theta. These two terms will get cancelled, minus 3 plus 3, and here remains only 1 divided by this sine raised to 6 theta. Now sine is what? This is reciprocal of cosec. Therefore this is nothing but cosec raised to 6 theta, and this is equal to your right hand side. In this way, we have proved left hand side equal to right hand side. See your problem. We have proved left hand side equal to right hand side. In this way, if you know one of the formulae we have learned in your previous class, then it is very easy. You remember this step. This step is important. You remember this step. If this step is remembered by you, then it is very easy to solve this problem. Okay, let's see the last problem. 1 minus sec theta plus tan theta divided by 1 plus sec theta minus tan theta is equal to sec theta plus tan theta minus 1 divided by sec theta plus tan theta plus 1. Again, this problem is quite different. For this, now here we will use one of the property, that is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. From this, I will write sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. And in your high school year, you have studied, that is, if there are numbers like that, a square minus b square, then its factors are a plus b and a minus b. Okay, now this is a, this is b. This can be rearranged as sec theta plus tan theta into sec theta minus tan theta. Okay, and this one can be written as 1 into 1. Okay, now I will rearrange these terms, keep this sec theta plus tan theta as it is to the left hand side, and I will transfer this sec theta minus tan theta to the right hand side, and this become 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta. And here there is in the denominator 1. Okay, now here we will use one of the formula which you have learned in your previous class, that is the theorem of equal ratio. You write down here by theorem of equal ratios. What this theorem says, if a divided by b is equal to c divided by d, then this implies a plus c divided by b plus d. This is equal to a minus c divided by b minus d. Okay, this ratio is also equal to a divided by b is equal to c divided by d. We will use this to prove this identity. Okay, now here what is a? A is sec theta plus tan theta, b is 1, c is 1, and d is sec theta minus tan theta. Use this property, a divided by b is equal to c divided by d. Then a plus c, a is this sec theta plus tan theta. C is what? C. C is here 1 divided by b plus d. B is 1 and d is this sec theta minus tan theta. And this is equal to a minus c. A minus c, that is sec theta plus tan theta minus 1 divided by b minus d. B is 1 minus, I will take here bracket. Now in the next step you open the bracket. This will be 1 minus sec theta plus tan theta. Okay, write down this left hand side as it is. Now to get the required identity, I will transfer this in the left hand side, it goes in the numerator, and I will transfer this to the right hand side, that goes in the denominator. I will get the required identity. Okay, let's see here. This will be 1 minus sec theta plus tan theta divided by this 1 plus sec theta minus tan theta as it is, and this is equal to, keep this term as it is again, sec theta plus tan theta minus 1, and this term comes in the denominator. See, in this way we have proved this left hand side is equal to right hand side. This is your left hand side. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. In this way we have proved the given identity. Okay, in this way if you use the theorem of equal ratios, then it is very easy to prove the left hand side equal to right hand side. Okay students, in today's lecture we have completed question 14 and 15 from exercise 2.2, and in this way we have completed all the problems from exercise 2.2 from chapter trigonometry 1. Okay students, isn't it easy? See you in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye.